All right, we're going to see if we can get this sample video in for you guys, see if we can get it in under 4 minutes, as we have a couple of different catchers from last weekend's clinic where we worked on pre-pitch on our extension. We're really just going to focus on as much as we can on the extension. We cover pre-pitch almost every single time that we get together. Here it is in slow-mo right here. Catcher on the right is about 5 inches taller, so there are going to be some differences. But you can also see that the pitch locations are also different, and we know that this is a big variable for our catchers. Some of this may not directly translate for our younger catchers that are still kind of working into their strength. They're still kind of using that 3-step footwork. But we've got, let's see, we've got these catchers synced up at the point where their plant foot gets down. All right, so we definitely did work on that element of pre-pitch rhythm and working in rhythm to the ball to time it and get a little bit of momentum. We can see that our catcher on the right is doing a nice job, a slightly better job than our catcher on the left in terms of really getting a little bit of momentum going. But now here's where it gets difficult. The pitch is down, and you're going to see that our catcher on the right moves upward. All right, gets a little taller sooner. Part of that is just because he's a big guy. It's easier for catchers that are shorter to get to that plant foot, to get to this position in the lower, with lower center of gravity. We can see the difference in that post leg when they get down. And then more importantly here, as we're talking about extension, lower half extension, as they get to that driving point with their back leg and with that rotation, we can see that as we get to that point, our number one, our catcher on the right has got a little bit, a slightly shorter stride length, partially because there's a little bit more stiffness in the hips. On the left side, we have a little bit more flexibility. So this is how it relates, it translates, and it's important. It's important to work on for our young catchers. Some of our catchers, as we did the video analysis, they had their stride length was too far and they couldn't quite get over that front side. But because of this, we can see how we were really looking at this lower half extension. That's a lot more upright. There's a little bit more bend there at the knee. And this one is a little bit straighter from ankle to knee to hip. Okay, that's going to be important in terms of that late drive, that late extension, becoming more efficient with our power. You can also see how our catcher on the right is just a little bit more upright. He's just taller at his delivery, and that as he continues to finish, he's going to finish taller, right? There's that release. The ball's out of hand. We really were working to keep that chest about 45 degrees to the floor. This will help us maximize our arm strength. If our catchers throw 75, we want them to throw 75. We want to create as much force behind the ball as long as we can. Our catcher on the right also kind of falls out of his hallway. We talked about kind of staying in that narrow hallway as we throw. And so although these are two different catchers, we can see some good elements in each of them, and we can see some things where one catcher might perform these actions slightly better. And again, we can all work towards improvement. All of our catchers need to work on this in between our clinics. It's very important because that's how some of those habits start sinking in, and they know the drills. We talk through the drills, and we hope that they're able to use them until the next time we see them.